Today's lesson is about finding the slope of a line that is being represented in a table. This is page 44 in our notes. First, you must label the X and Y, and I put axes, that's the rows or the columns. Spelled columns wrong. There we go. After that, you're going to find some ordered pairs, and then you just use the slope formula after you have some ordered pairs. Remember, you need at least 2 ordered pairs. You need 2 ordered pairs. And just for fun, remember that an ordered pair is X, then Y. Most of the time you'll have a table that looks like this or like this, where X and Y are already filled out with all of the numbers. Sometimes though, instead of X and Y, they might have some words. So it's important that we know X is on the left side or on the top row, Y is on the right side or the bottom row. We need some ordered pairs. Remember, ordered pairs are an X value and its matching Y value, so this is an ordered pair. This is an ordered pair. 6, 15 would be an ordered pair. 7, 18 would be an ordered pair. 8, 21 would be an ordered pair. We just need 2 of them, so I'm just going to pick, let's use 4, 9. And let's use 6, 15. I'll pause this video real quick while I answer that. Okay, so I'm using the ordered pairs 4, 9 and 6, 15. I should label those X and Y. X and Y. This is my first ordered pair, so I'll call it X1 and Y1. I'm just going to draw a line to separate those because this is really close together. This is the second ordered pair, so I'll label that X2 and Y2. If you'll remember from Monday's notes, the slope formula is M equals Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. So in place of Y2, we would draw bubbles, we drew bubbles in place of all of the letters. In place of Y2, this is the second ordered pair Y value, we would write 15. Minus sign Y1, in place of Y1 we put 9. X2 is 6. And X1 is 4. To evaluate the fraction, we first need to know what the numerator is. 15 minus 9 is 6. The denominator is 6 minus 4, which is 2. And if we reduce that, then 6 over 2, or 6 divided by 2, is 3. So the slope of the line that goes through all of these ordered pairs is 3. We're going to fill this table in. The X values are -3, -5, -7, -9, and -13. And their corresponding or matching Y values are 4, 6, 8, 10, and 14. Okay. I want to find the slope, and I don't have a graph, so I'm going to use the slope formula. The slope formula is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is great, except I need two ordered pairs. So I'm going to read my table to find some ordered pairs. Ordered pairs are x and y, so anything in a horizontal row together is our ordered pair, x comma y. Okay. You can pick any two ordered pairs you want. I'm going to pick -5, 6 and -9, 10. I need to know what x1, y1, and x2 and y2 are, so I have to label these. This is the first ordered pair I picked, so I'll call it x1 and y1. This is the second ordered pair I picked, so I'll call it x2 and y2. Now instead of writing all of these letters, we'll put some bubbles, some blank parentheses in place of those letters. Instead of writing y2, I'm writing 10. Instead of writing y1, y1 is 6, so instead of writing y1, we write 6. Instead of writing x2, the x value from the second ordered pair is -9, so we put -9. And then our last bubble is in place of x1. Instead of writing x1, we write -5. Now I can say that, oh, that was equal to m, sorry. Now I know m is equal to some fraction. The numerator is 10 minus 6, which is 4. The denominator is -9 minus -5, which is -4. 4 over -4 reduces to -1. Use your calculators. So these were tables that run up and down, or vertically. You also might see tables that run horizontally. In tables like that, remember x is on top and y is on bottom. So label your x and y. Okay. And x and y are a pair that are now going up and down. So everything up and down together is an ordered pair. X comma y, -4 comma -6, -2 comma -14, 0 comma -22, and 2 comma -30. I do not have a graph, so I can't use rise over run and count on my axes. So I have to use the slope formula. The slope formula is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I need some ordered pairs to work with. Remember, you can pick any two ordered pairs so long as you are using an x value and it's matching y value. I'm going to pick to use 0, -22, and -4, -6. So I'm going to write those down, -4, -6, and 0, -22. This is the first ordered pair I wrote down. I'll call it x1 and y1. This is the second ordered pair I wrote down. I'll call it x2 and y2. I'm just going to separate all of that work. Okay. So I'm rewriting m, but with bubbles in place of all the letters. Instead of y2, I'm going to write negative 22. Instead of y1, I'm writing negative 6. Instead of x2, I'm writing 0. And instead of x1, I write negative 4. Please remember, especially when you're working with negatives, to use your calculator, or at least to check yourself on the calculator. So we have m equals negative 22 minus negative 6 is negative 16. The denominator is 0 minus negative 4, which is positive 4. Negative 16 over 4 reduces to negative 4. So the slope represented in this table is negative 4. Okay. In the next table, we see again, x is the top row, y is the bottom row. We're going to fill in the x and y values. You're going to have these written down on your assignment already. The numbers will be given to you. We just wanted to practice taking notes, I guess. So x values are 1, 6, 11, and 16. Y values are negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, and negative 1. Okay. Find the matching x and y. Here's x and here's y that go together. So your ordered pairs are read up and down in this table. 1, negative 4 is an ordered pair, 6, comma, negative 3, 11, comma, negative 2, 16, comma, negative 1. To use the slope formula so we can find the slope here because we don't have a graph. We need 2 ordered pairs. I'm going to pick 6, negative 3, and 1, negative 4. And I'll write the ordered pairs off to the side, 1, negative 4, and 6, comma, negative 3. This is the first ordered pair I wrote, so I'll write x1, y1 right underneath it. And right underneath the next ordered pair, I'll write x2, y2, because it was the second ordered pair that I wrote. I'm going to rewrite the slope formula, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Just kind of a recap because I feel like I went through that pretty fast. We read our table. We wrote 2 ordered pairs. Now that I have 2 ordered pairs, we can use the slope formula to find the slope. We need to use the slope formula because we don't have a graph. And since we don't have a graph, we can't use rise over run and count each line. So we have to use the slope formula. I'm going to rewrite y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 using blank parentheses or bubbles in place of all the letters. Instead of y2, look in your ordered pairs and find y2. There's y2, its value is negative 3. Minus sign y1, look at your ordered pairs and find y1. y1 is negative 4. Find x2 in your ordered pairs. Here's x2, which is 6. Now find x1. Here's x1. Its value is 1. Okay, so the slope is equal to a fraction. Numerator is negative 3 minus negative 4. Remember to check yourself using the calculator. Negative 3 minus negative 4 is a positive 1. The denominator is 6 minus 1, which is 5. 1 over 5 cannot be reduced, so your slope for the line represented in this table is 1 over 5. Okay. The next two tables label x on the top row and y on the bottom row, or x in the left column and y in the right column. And the values in the table are, in the left table we have x values of -2, 0, 2, 4, and the y values are 4, 0, -4, -8. In the right table, the x values are 4, 7, 10, 13, and 19. The y values are 15, 12, 9, 6, and 0. Just a friendly reminder, you're going to have tables that look like this in your assignment, or on your assignment. We were just practicing taking notes and filling out the tables on our own. So I want to find the slope for the line that's represented in this table. I do not have a graph, so I must use the slope formula. So I'm going to leave me some room to write some ordered pairs. Find x and y. This is reading up and down like that. So our ordered pairs are -2, 4, 0, 0, 2, -4, and 4, -8. It's really hard to see with the glare, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to pick any two ordered pairs. I like working with zeros, so I'll pick 0, 0, and 4, -8. So write your two ordered pairs now, 0, 0, 4, -8. Label your ordered pairs, x1, y1, x2, and y2. We're using the slope formula because we do not have a graph. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Replacing all of the letters with bubbles or blank parentheses. Find what we labeled y2. y2 is labeled -8. Minus y1, we labeled y1 as 0. x2 is 4 minus x1, which is 0. So now I have m equals a fraction. The numerator is -8 minus 0, which is -8. The denominator, or the bottom, is 4 minus 0, which is 4. This can reduce. -8 divided by 4 is -2. So the slope of the line represented in this table is -2. Last example, and then we're done with this video. Find x and its matching y. So reading side to side makes an ordered pair. So 4, 15 is an ordered pair. 7, 12 is an ordered pair. 10, 9 is an ordered pair. 13, 6 is an ordered pair. And 19, 0 is an ordered pair. We want to find the slope of the line represented in that table. We don't have a graph, so I have to use the slope formula, which means I need two ordered pairs. It does not matter which two ordered pairs you pick. I'm going to pick 19, 0 because I like working with zeros. And I'll also use 10, 9. 10, 9. Okay. Label these x1, y1, x2, y2. This is the first ordered pair that I wrote down, so I'll say that's x1, y1. That's x2, y2. Okay. The slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Instead of writing all those letters, I'll put some blank parentheses or bubbles in their places. In the bubble for y2 is labeled 9, so I'll use a 9 there. Minus y1, which is 0, over x2, which is 10, minus x1, which is 19. So m is a fraction. The numerator, or top, is 9 minus 0, which is 9. The denominator is 10 minus 19, which is negative 9. This does reduce to negative 1, so the slope is negative 1. The slope of the line represented in this table is negative 1. Okay, just kind of a recap. Make sure your table is labeled X and Y. You need to pick two ordered pairs. And label them. And then you're just using the slope formula. This was page 44 from our binders. Flip over to page 45 real quick. This is front and back. Your homework today is front and back. There's only 10 questions, but the tables kind of took up a lot of room. I want to point out this is 0.5. In number 2, that is negative 1, 0.5. Also, look at number 7. You're being asked which table has a slope of negative 2. So you're going to find the slope for every single table, and the answer choice is the one that says m is equal to negative 2. This is 45 on the front. Your assignment is front and back, so look over at the back. Number 8 is asking you for the slope, but you have to record it just like you would a bubble sheet in an answer document. On Schoology, I think I labeled this like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I asked you which bubbles you should pick here because I couldn't do a bubble sheet on Schoology. Number 9, be careful of this word not, which means you want something false. So I would read all of these and then make them true or false, and then you want the false thing. And then this is answer choice. What is the slope of this table? Pick the correct answer choice. So these are kind of like questions you might see on a test. The front is just practice, the back is what you might see on a test. If you have any questions, feel free to message me on Schoology or drop a comment on this video, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.